Downs! Like a bat out of hell, I'll be gone when the morning comes. Hey, like a bat out of hell! Like a bat out of hell!
Take the next right and you will arrive at your destination.
There he is.
There he is.
Good afternoon again, and welcome back to East Sussex. I'm down on the South Downs today. I'm joined by Scoutman Steve, the Scatman. And in the back is Luke from the Real Travelling Amigos.
Morning, guys.
Morning. So we are doing a little circular walk, 5.25 miles from the East Sussex year-round walks book. We are currently sat in the car park below the Long Man of Wilmington, like hill figure, the one with the two rods. That's not the one with the massive erection. That's in Dorset. Anyway, so don't get any ideas. And all of this is kind of part of my birthday celebrations, which was like 2 weeks ago. So we thought we'd have a get together, and we're sort of scouting out some bits of the South Downs way for when we do it, hopefully later in the year. We're going to be passing through Jevington, Folkeington, some nice little villages, and then eventually picking up a section of the South Downs way up to Windover Hill, which is behind us. Hopefully try and wild camp on top of the hill above the hill figure, and then in the morning come back down here. That's the plan anyway.
Blowing an absolute hoolie.
It's so windy outside, so that's why we're all sat in the car hiding out the wind.
Eskimos.
Yeah, it is pretty chilly out there today. So I've got a new tent to show you. It's a Van Gogh Helix one-person tent. I bought it cheap, brand spanking new, the tag still on it, off of eBay. Packs down really small, so it fits in my new little rucksack, which is a lot smaller than the normal one. So yeah, looking forward to testing that out tonight. I'll let you know my thoughts on it, as always. Luke, what shelter have you got tonight?
I'm in the car. OEX Salamander tonight.
Little hoop bivvy, nice. And Steve, what you got?
I have the Lancham 1 trekking pole tent. It's the pro version.
Pro version.
Single skin, probably ripped to pieces.
Yeah, we're going to see how that fares tonight on top of the hill. So we'll find out Steve's thoughts in the morning, if he's still there on the hill.
800 gram tent.
Blimey, that is light.
Yeah.
And also, this is your first
proper walk, really. Yeah.
Walk, yeah.
Could we just have a round of applause?
Brilliant. Also, Steve has very kindly got me a birthday present. Thank you very much, mate.
A belated one, yeah.
Belated one. I've not seen you for a while, so that's why we're doing a catch up. I'm going to open it now. Thank you very much.
That's right, mate. I hope it's useful.
I'm sure it will. And it's a nice fetching pink as well.
Yeah,
you just
got 4 girls and I've got no choice really. I live in a house of girls.
This is pretty useful actually. The Useful Knots book. How to tie the 25 plus most practical knots. Because when we did
it was the
Halloween wild camp,
yeah, you said you weren't very good at knots.
2020,
I'm not.
That would have been, wouldn't it?
That would have been, yeah, blimey. That was ages ago, wasn't it? That was Clapham Woods, yeah. And yeah, I can't tie a knot to save me life. So when I'm doing tarps and stuff, I just need to know some simple knots and stuff, just so you can just quickly rig something up or quickly take something down. And that'll be really useful. I'm one of these people that's a slow learner when it comes to knots. So yeah, I reckon that's going to help massively. Cheers, mate.
Sorry, buddy.
Brilliant. Excellent. I think everyone should have a knots book on their shelf. So cheers, mate. That's brilliant. Excellent. Right. I think there's a pub in Jevington.
Yeah. Halfway, isn't it, roughly?
Yeah, hopefully it's open so we can get in there, get pissed, and then go up and see the big man.
We're going down the battle cruiser and having a pig's ear.
The pig's ear?
Slide down the big man.
Down the battle cruiser.
Slide down the big man. This has suddenly become XXX rated anyway. Put your kids to sleep, yeah. We've got our rucksacks outside. We're going to go and brave the wind. Enough talking.
Let's get walking. Bye.
This spectacular walk around the South Downs above Wilmington is essentially one of two halves. Firstly, the route leaves the village via an old byway that brings us to the outskirts of Folkeington village, where a second tree-lined byway with views of the rolling downs leads us to the route's furthest point. For the return, it follows the South Downs Way long-distance path across open downland where magnificent views stretch as far as the English Channel. After passing around the crest of Windover Hill, the path descends easily and passes the Long Man before finishing back at the village. This is a lovely winter walk and generally mud-free, so also good at any time of year. We've just arrived in the tiny but lovely little village of Folkeington, and we just had a little look round the church here. I'm just stood in the porch because it is still a little bit breezy, and we've actually gone down in elevation. It was really windy, sort of up sort of on like the lower sort of scarps of Windover Hill. It's going to be even windier up there later on, so. We are just about to enter the little village of Jevington, which is on the South Downs Way, and this isn't actually part of the 5¼ mile route that I've got in the book. It's just off of the route, but this is the only sort of village near the route that's got a pub, so that is why we're making this little detour. We can also see the church at Jevington because the South Downs Way is literally goes through its car park, so have a butcher's at that, but we want to go in the pub first, have a pint. We'll probably only have time for one and a bag of crisps, not the 3 or 4 and a pub lunch that we envisaged when we were planning this. I think we're probably over halfway now on the route, probably 2/3 of the way.
Cheers, lads.
Cheers. So I've got a pint of Aspel. Luke, what have you got?
Pint of San Miguel.
Pint of San Miguel.
Lovely jubbly.
I've got Longman Ale.
Longman, yeah.
So
Local brewery.
that's local brewery. And we've also got some Sussex crisps as well. We've got a local brewery, local crisps. Brilliant. Enough thinking, and let's get drinking. Cheers, everyone.
Whey!
Whey!
Get it down yourself.
We've just left the Eight Bells pub in Jevington. Very, very nice pub. And oh look, there's a lovely little like clock thingy tower there. Yeah, really nice pub. Very friendly staff. They made us feel very welcome. And that pint of Aspel did the trick. As did the crisps. Carbs and alcohol sorted. Yeah, it looks like a lovely little village. Jevington. We're heading up to the church now, and that's where we're going to pick up the South Downs Way long distance route, head up onto the Downs, back up to the top of Windover Hill where the long man of Wilmington hill figure is, and that is our destination for tonight, hopefully, fingers crossed, to Wild Camp. It's going to be good fun. I've been looking forward to this one for a while, to be fair. It must be amazing living here with like the South Downs on your doorstep. Like you can see them from everywhere. Like look, from this path here, you can just see them in the distance over there. It's like just inviting you to come and walk there. This gate is pretty cool. This is known as a Tapsel gate, and it rotates all the way round. There's hardly any of these left in the country. I say hardly, there's just hardly any in the country at all. I think there's like 3 or 4, and the other one is like near East Dean, near like the Seven Sisters. Another little walk I did, I think last year in the summer. And there was one there at the church. So yeah, really cool. So here we are at the parish church of Jevington, St Andrew's Church, and the tower apparently was built in 950 AD. Pretty old. More importantly, if you are doing the South Downs Way, there is a water tap here, because apparently water's really hard to come by on the trail, because you're up on the ridge, so you have to sort of come down into the villages to find water sources. So Luke's just filled up from there, and then get this as well, this is where national trails are a cut above the rest with their long distance routes. They've got like a little information plaque here that just sort of tells you sort of like the nearest tap west of you and nearest tap east of you. There's like, you know, grid references, you know, like QR codes you can scan. You need an app for it. Little things like that, really, really helpful. Okay, so the South Downs Way is over that way where Luke and Steve are. We're heading that way up to the Long Man of Wilmington. 5 now, and we're losing light fast. The sun is sort of setting over that way, but the views over all the South Downs are incredible. It's pretty windy up here as well, so we're literally probably quarter of a mile, if that, from the Longman of Wilmington. We can sort of see where we're hoping to camp above it for the night. I mean, yeah, the sunset is sort of masked by the clouds and stuff, but it still looks so amazing. This video for us and this walk is going to be sort of a good sort of recce sort of scouting trip for when me and Luke do the South Downs Way, which I think we've decided now we're going to do in sections, and wild camp on each one. Can't wait to do that. Okay, it is gone 5:30 and we are literally perched up on Windover Hill above the Longman of Wilmington, overlooking Wilmington Village, probably Polegate and beyond. The view is incredible and it's dark, like you can see all the traffic and the lights and stuff, but we've sort of found a few spots out of the wind, so we're going to pitch up here. I reckon in the morning the view with the tent in it as well is going to be incredible. I can't wait. I'm going to get the tent set up now. So it's the Vango Helix 1. I only tested it out in the garden, so we'll see what it's like in the wind, but as I say, it's not as windy on this spot, so yeah, but we're not going to sit around too long because it's getting chilly, so get a tent set up, get everything inside, we'll crack on then. As you can see, we're set up. Here's the Vango Helix 1 person. It was a little bit blustery setting it up, but got it done. Nice and cosy in there. It's got like a little porch space here. I'm filming on the gimbal or Vimble that Luke got me, so just sort of seeing how it works. I've got the microphone plugged in because, you know, the wind comes and goes up here. But I think we're sort of a bit more sheltered than sort of a little bit higher up. So inside, just inside the porch, I've got like the silver, like accordion style foam mat there. My Climate Static V insulated mat, winter mat, and then I've got my OEX Helios EV like down winter bag, a pillow over the back. Just over the back top of the screen, my bag's in there, I've got everything in there really. Temperature's dropped now that we've sat down, so it's softy trousers and down jacket time, so we've all cracked them out. And then I'll show you over to Luke's shelf. Look how many alcoholic beverages Luke has got outside his bivvy. Brilliant. So he's got the OEX Salamander hooch bivvy. I have one, but as I mentioned in the last video, last wild camp, the pole was broke. Sorry, the Vimble's doing its own thing again. Yeah, so he's nice and toasty in that. This is Steve's setup. Lanshan 1 Pro in the khaki colour, so it blends in. And he's got this big porch as well, and you can open the door either side, so he's got that side just blocking the wind, and then it's got like a nice little sleeping area inside with like the mesh inner, trekking pole tent of course.
You can sit up in it as well.
You can sit up in it, yeah. So far it looks like it's holding up well in the wind. So this is my first drink of the evening. It's a Thistley Cross ginger Scottish cider. I do like Thistley Cross ciders. It's 4%. Yeah, it doesn't blow your head off like a normal ginger cider does. There we go. Very nice indeed.
Oh, I feel like I'm in this.
I'm going to give it an 8.6 out of 10. So tonight, Matthew, I will mostly be eating a food on the move, pasta and 4 cheese sauce, with instant macaroni pasta and mushrooms. It's 552 calories. It's apparently made in Lancashire. Yeah, it takes 375 ml of boiling water, 7 minutes. We're just sort of sat just outside of our respective shelters at the moment, and we're all cooking our individual dinners and filming our individual dinners as well. It's YouTubers on tour. Got a hot chocolate as well, Malteser hot chocolate, lovely jubbly.
Small geezer.
Small geezer. We've also got a little Jack Daniel's Tennessee honey miniature of whiskey. So I've got dessert as well. So yeah, don't go nowhere.
I've got Mars behind the Twix.
Classy. Okay, so while Steve and Luke are tucking into their dinners, I had about 2 or 3 mouthfuls of mine and decided it was inedible. It was one of the most awful things I've ever eaten. I've got some snacks, yeah. So I'm not going to go hungry, but you know, it'd be nice to have a savoury meal. So Luke and Steve have both got like chili con carne with rice. It sounds pretty good.
Oh, fucking delicious.
Yeah, the pasta in mine, I left it for the stated time and a bit more. Still wouldn't rehydrate. It was still crunchy. The 4 cheese sauce was weird. There was just something not right with it. And yeah, and there was just like, I don't know if they said there were mushrooms in it, but there was like a mushroom taste to it, and yeah, it wasn't great, but I didn't have high hopes for it anyway. Luke had a try of it, and even he said it was awful. And Luke is like a human dustbin. You can feed right. You can feed Luke just about any food. You go, oh, it's lovely that, because he's travelled more than I have. You see, so he's sampled.
He's on the Masked Singer, human dustbin.
He's sampled more food. He's got a broader palate when it comes to food. But anyway, yeah. So wasn't ideal. Not to worry. Got a hot chocolate here. That's lovely. I've got dessert, original flavour rice pudding with full cream milk. So that, I reckon that'll be a banker. That'll be all right. The head torch that's on my head is this Clarus, like head torch. It's got a strap, and it's also got like a clip that you can use on like a baseball cap. And yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. It ran out of charge a moment ago. I say an hour or so ago. So I stuck it on charge, and it recharged fully, like straight away. So I switched this light off. That's the little tent light there. It's bloody bright, honestly. This thing. It's got like a readout, like how long it'll last for. Hang on, let's do it again. So you've got different settings, and then red, and then a flashing red if you want it to look like red light district in here, like some seedy club in Hamburg or something. Better not do that too much, otherwise they'll send like search and rescue up here. It's also got like a sensor thing on it, so we switch that on, a little white light comes on, and then on, off. So you just like hands free, you ain't got to keep pressing the button, you just wave it in front. Oh, I want that on, off. But I find I accidentally do stuff and then it keeps going on or off, so I tend not to use that. I just go with, keep it simple like that.
Is that the one I got you, Tom?
It is, and it's yeah, it's the Steve.
Fantastic, is it?
It's fantastic. I'm going to give it, so far, I mean, you can't give anything a 10 out of 10 because there's no such thing as the perfect 10, but it's comfy to wear. It's so lightweight as well. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Honestly, I think it's fantastic. Thank you very much. Brilliant present. And Luke's got one as well. It's becoming my go-to light now, I'll be honest with you, because right, I bring my other one, this WowTac one, which I thought was quite light at the time. It's not. It's quite bulky. and that is reliable and it's very powerful and stuff. But I find I bring that, but I end up using the Claris more. So yeah, it's definitely winning. It's brilliant. You don't see this on enough YouTube channels, okay? So we're going to show you here first. This is the struggle that he's getting into a top loading bivvy. Oh. Go on, Luke, you can do it.
Look at the penetration.
I don't need to see my facial expressions. Right, now I've got to get the rest of this shit in. Right. That there.
What are you doing with your boots? I'll put them in.
Smelly boots.
You got a black bag to put them in?
Oh, gave me joke on the last one.
That's in the car.
One there. Bottle there.
Oh, he's organised. See, I just chuck it all in, zip it up,
Some
and
fucking
then
mango
worry
and
about it in the
pineapple.
morning.
then the trouble begins.
That there. Can you zip it up?
What the fuck
Get
is
this
that?
in.
You forgot a shoe.
Oh, the other boot. This is like taking 10 minutes. I need a piss. I'm gonna have to wait till the morning. Let's see if we can
Good night.
Oh, here we go. Let's close the door up first.
Do you want help?
No. I've got to show
we're
how
leaving
to do
to
it
it.
solo. Because there's not always someone there to help you.
Ah, this could be last Staf.
Exactly.
Moist.
Yeah, if it was raining, this wouldn't be fun.
Oh man, this is difficult. This on?
Do you know what it reminds me of? In Ace Ventura, when the mother rhino is giving birth. It's just a hand poking out.
Yeah, this is quite difficult.
Don't worry, I'll get rid of the Foster's cans.
Oh, my back. Can we get this one on? Oh, he's done it.
Wow. Suck me sideways.
There's something going on.
You can't see because it's so dark. It's dark and twisted. 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 Dark and twisted. Dark and twisted.
All three of us are in our respective shelters. It's blowing a bit of a hoolie outside, as you can probably hear. I think it's more Steve's Landsham ones flapping around a little bit. That rice pudding that I had, really nice. I probably maybe could have added a little bit more water to it, but I was hungry where I didn't eat that dinner because it was all horrible. I absolutely wolfed the rice down, and it's just lovely, really nice. You can tell it's calorific and probably full of crap, but keeps you warm, keeps you full. That'll get me through the night, that will. So I've now got like a little Twinings sort of sleep time tea, really nice, should help me sleep. It's been a really fun night, we've had a right laugh. I'm just looking forward to waking up in the morning and seeing the view. I reckon it's going to be absolutely amazing. Hopefully we get a sunrise as well, that would be absolutely brilliant. Really good sunsets and sunrises round this way on the South Downs way. So anyways, I'm going to love you and leave you. Enough yawning, and I'll see you in the morning. So it's just gone 7 AM. we're all awake and we're awaiting what I reckon could be an absolute banger of a sunrise. It should be somewhere just behind the hill over there. What about that for a view? There's a good spot. A little bit breezy at times last night, but shelter's held up absolutely fine. Steve's Lanshan's still standing, which is impressive. But my little Van Gogh Helix 1 stood up to it just fine. I was going to use it predominantly as a summer tent, but to be fair, it works. It works pretty well in sort of, you know, windy weather and cold weather. I fell asleep and joy, I had one of the best night's sleeps I've had while camping for a long time. It was really good night's sleep. I'm really pleased with that. We'll show you some more of the incredible view. I definitely want to come back here again. I thought it was brilliant. Lovely fruit granola for breakfast.
Oh, lovely.
It was very nice. It made up for the dinner last night, as did the rice pudding. They were good. It was just that dinner. Decided to mix a hot chocolate with a coconut flavoured coffee as well. That's decent. So the plan is we're going to start packing up the inside of our shelters. Then we've got a few more photos and whatnot to get. Pack the shelters down, and then we'll head down the hill and back to the cars, which I can actually see in the car park, so we can keep an eye on them. Literally probably not even half a mile to get down there, I reckon. Currently walking along the path that's just below the hill figure, the Long Man of Wilmington. So we were camped sort of up around here last night. I do like sort of camping on a hill that's got like a hill figure or a chalk carving. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it just gives it something a bit different, and it's just a famous landmark, isn't it, really? It's one I can tick off the box when someone goes, oh yeah, went and saw the Long Man of Wilmington yesterday. I can go, I camped on top of that. It is unknown when the 235 foot high Long Man, believed to be a druid, was carved, and by whom, although many Sussex people believe he was created by a monk from the nearby monastery. A drawing by John Rowley in 1710 indicates that at that time it was only an indentation in the grass. By the late 1800s, the outline was marked in yellow brick, but during the Second World War the figure was painted green so as not to act as a landmark for enemy flyers. In 1969, the bricks were replaced by concrete blocks that received regular coats of white paint. Well, no offence, but this is the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for joining us, and a big thank you to Scoutman Steve on your first walk and wild camp.
Pretty much, yeah. Proper walk.
Enjoyed it?
Yeah, it's been good.
Good.
Yeah.
Want to do more?
A lot more, yeah.
That's good to know, definitely. And of course, if you've not subscribed to Scoutman Steve already, then please do. There'll be a link in the description below. And of course, thank you to my main man Luke, whose phone always goes off whenever you're filming. Luke's channel, of course, is the Real Travelling Amigos. We do a lot of videos together, so if you haven't, please subscribe as well. And there'll be a link in the description below. Luke has also filmed this, so check his video out as well. Cheers, Steve, for the drone footage.
Right. Fell out of the sky at one point.
But no, it's been a brilliant weekend. We've had a great time, and it's been a really good walk, this one, around like the Long Man of Wilmington, Windover Hill, Folkeington, Jevington was really nice.
Nice stop at the pub.
Nice stop at the pub's always good. Every good walk needs a good pub stop. Definitely.
And then calf in the morning.
Yeah, we're going to look for a calf now. But no, the camp was brilliant last night up there. A little bit windy at times, but that's all part of it. The views were incredible. There's like an illegal scrambling bike going up the road behind us, so
Woke up to a lovely day, don't we?
we woke up to a really nice day. The weather is fantastic today. Shame we're going home. Anyways, thanks for watching, thanks for joining us, hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, take care of yourselves, look after each other and stay safe everyone. Please be nice to one another. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Dark and twisted. Dark and twisted. Dark and twisted. Dark and twisted. Scatman Steve here, rocking the mic. Me tar man Luke was doing the hike. Cruised on down to Falkington, and we ended up at the pub in Jebbiton. After a few too many sherbets, we walked on down to the big man like hermits. We pitched the tents on the hill. The view was amazing and such a thrill. Luke got in his bag like he was fisted. Then I tried to do him like it was dark and twisted.
Oh, feisty one you are!